Have you ever looked at your bank balance and wondered where your money actually went? Not after paying your rent or buying something expensive, but after weeks of seemingly harmless purchases that didn't feel significant at the time. A coffee on your way to work, an online sale that looked too good to ignore, food delivery because you didn't feel like cooking, or a gadget you convinced yourself would make life easier. Individually, none of these purchases seem large enough to threaten your finances. Yet by the end of the month, they often add up to far more than expected. Many people assume this happens because they lack discipline or simply need to budget better. While budgeting is certainly important, it doesn't explain why intelligent and financially responsible people still make purchases they later regret. The truth is that your brain was never designed to navigate modern shopping environments. It evolved thousands of years ago to help humans survive in a world of scarcity, where taking advantage of immediate opportunities often increased the chances of survival. Today, businesses spend billions of dollars studying those same instincts, designing stores, websites, advertisements, and apps that encourage spending by working with your brain instead of against it. In this video, we're exploring 8 ways your brain quietly tricks you into overspending. As we go through them, you'll begin to notice these patterns in your own daily life. Stay with me because number 5 explains why so many people buy things they never intended to purchase in the first place. And once you understand it, you'll start seeing it almost everywhere. Welcome to the Wealth Journal, where we explore the psychology of money, personal finance, investing, and the habits that shape long-term wealth. Let's begin with the first reason. Pattern 1. Your brain craves the feeling of anticipation. One of the biggest misconceptions about shopping is that we buy things because owning them makes us happy. In reality, your brain often enjoys looking forward to a purchase more than actually having it. When you discover a product you like, browse an online store, or picture yourself using something new, your brain releases dopamine, a chemical linked to motivation and reward. Interestingly, dopamine isn't simply about pleasure. It's largely about anticipation. This explains why adding items to your shopping cart can feel exciting even before you've spent any money. It's why waiting for a package to arrive can sometimes be more enjoyable than opening it. Your brain becomes fascinated by the possibility of something new, creating a temporary emotional high that encourages you to complete the purchase. The challenge is that this feeling doesn't last. Once the item becomes part of your everyday life, the excitement fades, and your brain begins searching for another opportunity to experience that same anticipation. Without realizing it, many people stop buying products because they need them, and start buying because they miss the emotional experience of wanting something new. Number 2, your brain gets used to new things faster than you think. Have you ever saved for weeks or even months to buy something you desperately wanted, only to find that after a short time, it no longer felt special? Whether it was a new phone, a pair of shoes, a smartwatch, or even a car, the excitement eventually became ordinary. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation, and it affects nearly every area of life. Human beings naturally adjust to improvements in their circumstances. What once felt exciting gradually becomes normal, and once something feels normal, your brain begins searching for the next thing that promises the same excitement. This creates an endless cycle. You believe the next purchase will finally provide lasting satisfaction, but once you own it, your expectations rise, and your attention shifts towards something newer or better. The result isn't necessarily greater happiness, it's simply more consumption. Understanding this pattern changes the question you ask before making a purchase. Instead of asking, "Will this make me happy?" a better question is, "How long is this feeling likely to last?" More often than not, the excitement fades much faster than expected, while the money you spent is gone permanently. 3. Your brain wants rewards today, not tomorrow. Now consider a different decision. Someone offers you 2 options. You can receive $10,000 today or to $12,000 one month from now. Surprisingly, many people choose the smaller amount simply because it's available immediately. This tendency is known as present bias, and it's one of the biggest obstacles to building wealth. Your brain naturally places greater value on rewards that can be enjoyed now than on benefits that exist somewhere in the future. Saving money requires sacrificing today's comfort for tomorrow's security, but tomorrow always feels distant, while today's temptation feels real. Modern technology makes this even more challenging. With one-click shopping, contactless payments, mobile banking, and digital wallets, spending has become almost effortless. Years ago, handing over physical cash created a small psychological pause that reminded people they were giving something away. Today, money often disappears with nothing more than a tap on a screen. Because the experience of spending has become less tangible, the emotional cost of buying something has also decreased. Purchases feel smaller than they really are, even though the impact on your finances remains exactly the same. When you combine instant gratification with frictionless payments, your brain begins choosing convenience over long-term planning far more often than you realize. 4. Your brain ignores the cost of small purchases. If someone asked whether you would willingly throw away $600,000 this year, the answer would almost certainly be no. Yet many people lose that amount without ever making a single large purchase. The reason is that your brain processes spending one transaction at a time instead of looking at the bigger picture. A $2,500 snack doesn't feel expensive. A Socho 5,000 ride-hailing trip seems reasonable. A Do 7,000 online purchase appears harmless. Each decision is judged in isolation, so your brain rarely sounds the alarm. But money doesn't disappear one purchase at a time. It disappears through patterns. Let's look at the math. Imagine you make 4 impulse purchases every week, each costing $5,000. That doesn't seem excessive, especially if each purchase feels justified in the moment. But over a month, that's about $80,000. Over a year, it becomes nearly $1 million. Suddenly, those small purchases no longer look small. This is why building wealth isn't usually about eliminating one huge expense. It's about becoming aware of the tiny financial leaks that quietly drain your income over months and years. Your brain naturally overlooks these because it focuses on the present moment, not the cumulative effect. Which of these reasons your brain tricks you into overspending surprised you the most? Were you already aware of any of them? More importantly, what practical steps have you taken or plan to take to reduce your overspending? Let me know in the comments below. And don't miss part 2. We'll explore the remaining 4 psychological reasons your brain tricks you into overspending, along with practical strategies to overcome them and make smarter financial decisions. Turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of The Wealth Journal. See you in part 2. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to The Wealth Journal for more insights into personal finance, budgeting, saving, investing, financial psychology, and the habits that help people build lasting wealth, one smart decision at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.